All right, guys, we're back. We are back on the Civic. Don't mind the garage right now. We're a little packed in here because it's raining outside and I don't want to put the rail buggy out there. Anyway, I am excited about this video because this is basically the first video where we really dive into the suspension on this car. Now, I have done some suspension work on this car already. We do currently have max speeding rods, coilovers on here all the way around. They're newer blue coilovers, and we have a full camber kit. So the front, we have max speeding rods, front adjustable upper control arms. We have rear lower control arms already in the car from max speeding rods. And then we also have the upper toe or the upper camber arms, adjustable camber arms from max speeding rods in the top of the rear. So we have kind of messed around a little bit with the suspension. However, this video starts the official suspension, let's see, the official suspension restoration, I guess you could say, of the car. Now, like I said, we do have some rear lower control arms in the car already. However, we have new ones. So we do not currently have a rear subframe brace in the car. So I reached out to GSTP Auto Parts, and they were nice enough to send me over 2 new rear lower control arms, a subframe brace, and then the tie bar also. So this should really stiffen up the rear suspension on the car. Like I said, we already have these in the car. However, I think these are going to be a little bit better quality than what we currently have in there. So I am super excited about this. I think the red will really pop on the car. I actually already have red on there. If you see right there, I don't know if you can tell the color, but yeah, that's what we have on there. Now, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. So for those of you that are new to this channel, this is my 97 Honda Civic. It is a DX, so it comes with a D16Y7 in the front. We threw a Y8 intake manifold on there, and we slapped on a turbo, very budget turbo build, all eBay and Amazon parts. We have a T3, T4 max speeding rods turbo up there, and we finally got it tuned by Tyler over at Oxy Tuned. So since it is running good right now, I figured let's make the whole entire drivability aspect of it even better and dig into the suspension. So anyway, guys, I will link this suspension below, this rear setup here. I'll link it down below. It obviously came with the hardware. But first thing we need to do is jack the car up and get those other lower control arms out of there. So luckily, when I was doing these last time, I put anti-seize on everything. So this shouldn't be too difficult of a removal. right, guys, there's one. Super easy to do. Number 2, out. All right, guys, so we got those out, but I wanted to show you something. Those came out super easy for me. If this is your first time working on your Civic suspension, it is most likely not gonna come out that easy. And I wanna show you why. So if we come over here, you've got where your lower control arm goes right into that hole right there. So on the back side, you're gonna have a welded nut right there. So as you can see, I do not have a welded nut right there. And that's because when I was removing my old bolt, it stripped out, the threads got all gobbled up in there and it just kind of seized in there and stripped out. I had to take a grinder and grind that loose as much as I could, and then take a hammer and like a chisel and beat it out of there. And then all I did was get a nut and a washer and I put that on this side. So it's a whole lot more user-friendly now with this setup. But I remember that when I was doing this for the first time, I got to that point and I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do? And then I'm like, oh, well, I guess I can just get that off of there and use a nut. So if you run into that, try not to freak out and just use a nut. Hence the reason why I put anti-seize on everything. Now, with that being said, you're probably gonna wanna go ahead and buy new hardware for this. You're gonna have some new hardware with your new arms, but you're not gonna have the hardware that goes over on that knuckle. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, we got it all in. Overall, very easy install. I mean, all you're doing is taking out your 3 lower control arm bolts and replacing everything. The bolts that they supplied with those, for that right there, are almost too short. What I had to do was I kind of had to hammer in the subframe on the car to get it just a little bit tighter so I could get those threads to grab and then pull in where it was pulling in enough. So let's get the wheels back on the car and get this thing set on the ground. Well, guys, everything is completely installed. That was a very easy install. Like I said, if this is the first time messing with your rear lower control arms, it might take a little more time for you getting those bolts broke loose and maybe having to replace those welded nuts with new nuts. But between that and then those bolts could be a little longer. You may have to deal with that. Worst case scenario, you go get new bolts. I guess you could kind of grind down the flange on the back of that trailing, or on the back of that tie bar, so there's not as much meat, but I would avoid that. So anyway, everything went good. I want to take this thing for a drive. It's raining right now, so we're not going to be able to go super hard, I guess. But let me go ahead and throw you guys in the car and let's take a little drive to see how this feels. It should really stiffen everything up. So let's see how much of a difference we actually notice. I'm sure there's going to be some placebo effect as always. Honestly, I mean, how much can you really feel the difference of something like this unless you're on a track all the time trying to beat a time, you know? So we'll see. I already didn't have much body roll because I've got my stiffeners pretty low, you know, pretty low and stiff, not super low and stiff, but fairly stiff. It does kind of feel like there is, it feels overall stiffer, like the car's not swaying as much in these turns. I wish it wasn't raining so I could get a little more into it. Yeah, hitting the bump in the turn feels pretty good. Yeah. So I just hit a pretty good sized bump there, and the front seemed like it kind of really like dipped in kind of loosely, and the back felt more stiff, you know. Like I said, coilovers are pretty stiff, but it gets a little slippery when it's wet. Okay, so guys, that is going to be it for this video. Drive felt good, nothing felt loose, everything was secure, nothing was making noise. So yeah, that concludes this one. We are going to be in the next video taking all that back off, I think. Reason being is because we have a complete bushing kit from Energy Suspension that just came in right here. They did not send that to me. I did buy this because the bushings on this are completely shot. So I'm really looking forward to getting all those in and seeing how this thing feels. So we are gonna have to put in new lower control, or not lower control arms. We're gonna be putting in new trailing arm bushings, which is the big one, and then complete new front. While I was under there for today, I noticed that the trailing arm front control arms, forward control arms, are extremely, extremely rusty. I should honestly probably try to find new bolts for those. But I did go ahead and get on Amazon and buy new of the forward trailing arm or forward control arms on the rear trailing arms. They were like 30 bucks on Amazon. So should be delivered Sunday, and we'll get digging into that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped some of you out, and stay tuned for the rest of the suspension overhaul. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, thanks guys.